You know that feeling when you fire up your car on a hot summer day, crank the AC all the way down, and all you get is lukewarm disappointment? Yeah, we've all been there. Sweating through the first 10 minutes of a drive while the vents blow air that's about as refreshing as a hairdryer. But here's the thing. Your AC can blow twice as cold if you know a few secrets that most drivers ignore. These aren't magic tricks or miracle sprays. They're simple, practical fixes that anyone can do, and they'll make a night and day difference in how cold your car's air conditioning actually feels. So today, you're going to learn 12 easy ways to make your car AC blow twice as cold. Welcome to Motor Minds, the channel where real drivers, real owners, and real enthusiasts get straight-up automotive wisdom. If you're new, hit subscribe. Your support helps us grow the channel and keep bringing you real, useful car tips every week. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 1. Remove the dirt from the condenser. Let's start with the part that does the real cooling work, the AC condenser. That's the radiator-looking thing sitting right in front of your actual radiator. Its job is to take the refrigerant gas and cool it down into a liquid so your system can keep pumping cold air inside. Now, here's what most people don't realize. Over time, that condenser gets absolutely caked with bugs, dirt, leaves, and road grime. Once that layer of gunk builds up, airflow drops and your condenser can't dump heat efficiently. The result? Warm air, weak cooling, and an overworked compressor. So what do? Pop the hood, grab a garden hose or a pressure washer on a low setting, and spray from the backside of the radiator forward. That's key. You want to push the dirt out, not further in. If it's really bad, a can of coil cleaner, the kind used for home AC systems, works wonders. Just follow the directions, rinse thoroughly, and let it dry. You'll be amazed how much colder your AC blows after a simple condenser cleaning. And the best part? It costs you maybe 10 minutes and $0. Tip number 2. Clean the AC inlet. Now let's talk about where your AC actually breathes. The inlet. Most cars pull in air through vents near the base of the windshield, right under the wiper arms. Over time, that area collects leaves, dust, pollen, and all kinds of junk that restricts airflow. If you've ever wondered why your fan sounds like it's working overtime but still isn't moving much air, that's probably your culprit. You can clean it out in minutes. Pop your hood, remove any leaves, pine needles, or dirt you see around those vents. Then vacuum it out or use compressed air if you've got it. Clean inlet equals better airflow equals colder air. Simple. Think of it like unclogging your nose. Your car's AC can't breathe right if it's stuffed up. Tip number 3. Replace the cabin air filter. This one's a silent killer for your AC's performance, and most drivers don't even realize it's there. The cabin air filter catches dust, pollen, and debris before air reaches the blower fan. When it clogs up, airflow can drop by as much as 50%, and that means your AC struggles to push cold air into the cabin. The good news? Replacing it is one of the easiest DIY jobs you can do. No fancy tools, no mechanic required. Start by checking your owner's manual to find its location, usually behind the glove box or under the dashboard. Open the cover, slide the old filter out, and notice how dirty it looks. Often it's gray, full of leaves, or covered in dust. Then just slide in the new one with the airflow arrows pointing the same way, snap the cover back, and you're done. It takes maybe 5 minutes, costs next to nothing, and instantly restores strong, cold airflow. If you drive on dusty or pollen-heavy roads, replace it at least twice a year. Tip number 4. Let the hot air out. Here's one that costs you nothing but makes a big difference, especially in summer. Let the hot air out first. When your car's been sitting in the sun, cabin temperatures can hit 140 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. The air inside the vents, the dashboard, even the seats. It's all radiating heat straight into your face the moment you start the car. So before you switch the AC on, open all 4 doors, or roll down your windows for about 30 seconds. Let that trapped heat escape. Then, once you start the AC, it won't have to fight a losing battle trying to cool an oven. It'll reach that cold, comfortable zone much faster. If you drive a pickup or SUV, you can even crack open the tailgate or rear hatch for better air exchange. It's such a simple habit, but it instantly takes the strain off your system and helps your AC blow cold right from the start. Tip number 5. Make sure the fans are working. You can have all the refrigerant in the world, but if your fans aren't working, your condenser can't do its job. Most cars use 1 or 2 electric fans to pull air through the radiator and condenser, especially when you're idling or driving slowly. If one of those fans fails, your AC might blow cold when you're on the highway, but warm up the moment you stop at a light. Here's how to check. Start the engine. Turn the AC to max. Pop the hood and look at the fans. They should both kick on within a few seconds. If they don't, you could be dealing with a bad relay, fuse, temperature sensor, or the fan motor itself. It's a simple check that can save you a lot of headache and a lot of sweat. Tip number 6. Use the recirculation button. Here's a button that most people ignore or misunderstand. The recirculation button. When that light is on, your car isn't pulling in hot, humid outside air anymore. It's recirculating the cooler air that's already inside the cabin. Why does that matter? Because once the air inside your car drops in temperature, your AC doesn't have to work as hard. And that's when it starts blowing really cold. Think of it like using a refrigerator with the door open versus closed. When you're pulling in 95 degrees Fahrenheit air from outside, your system's constantly playing catch-up. But when you hit recirculate, you're letting it cool a smaller, already cool space. Pro tip: use fresh air mode for the first minute or so to clear out any stale smells or humidity. Then switch to recirculate for max cooling. You'll feel the temperature drop almost immediately. Tip number 7. Park in the shade or use a windshield sunshade. Now let's talk about prevention. Because sometimes, the best way to get colder air is to stop your car from turning into a sauna in the first place. When you park in direct sunlight, your interior absorbs a ton of heat. Your dashboard, seats, steering wheel, they all store that energy and radiate it back at you once you start the car. Parking in the shade instantly reduces that cabin temperature by 20 to 30 degrees. And if shade isn't an option, a simple windshield sunshade can make a world of difference. Bonus tip: crack your windows slightly, about ½ inch, to let hot air escape. Just enough to ventilate, not enough to let rain or curious hands in. You'll notice your AC cools faster and stays colder longer, and your dashboard will thank you too. No more cracking or fading from baking in the sun all day. Tip number 8. Refill your refrigerant. Now we're getting into the mechanical side of things, and this one's a biggie. Your AC system runs on refrigerant, typically R134A or R1234YF, depending on your vehicle. Over time, small leaks or natural seepage cause levels to drop. And when that happens, performance tanks. Low refrigerant means your compressor can't build enough pressure, and that results in warm or inconsistent cooling. If you're comfortable with tools, you can grab a DIY recharge kit from an auto parts store. But here's the thing: don't just blindly top it up. Too much refrigerant can be just as bad as too little, putting stress on the compressor and potentially causing damage. If you have access to a set of AC gauges, check both the high and low pressure sides to make sure you're within spec. Otherwise, it's worth having a shop check and refill it properly, especially if it's been years since your last recharge. It's one of those small maintenance jobs that makes a huge difference once it's done right. Tip number 9. Check your coolant. Your AC system doesn't just rely on refrigerant, it also depends on your engine coolant. Here's why. The condenser sits right in front of your radiator. When your engine coolant gets too hot, that radiator dumps less heat, and your condenser can't shed its heat either. The result? Your refrigerant stays warm, and your AC loses its cooling edge. So check your coolant level and condition regularly. If it's low, top it up with the correct mix of antifreeze and distilled water. If it's old and brown, it's time for a full flush. Keeping your cooling system in shape helps both your engine and your AC perform like they should. Tip number 10. Fix worn door seals and weather stripping. Here's something a lot of drivers overlook, and it's quietly hurting your AC performance: worn or leaky door seals. Those rubber seals around your doors and windows don't just keep rain out, they also keep your cold air in. When they start cracking, flattening, or pulling away from the frame, your cabin stops being airtight. That means your AC is constantly working harder to cool air that keeps leaking out. Think of it like trying to chill a fridge with the door half open. It never really gets cold. Here's what to do. Open each door and check the rubber weather stripping all the way around. Look for cracks, gaps, or spots where the rubber feels dry or hard. If it's damaged, replace it. Most parts stores sell pre-cut kits or universal rolls you can trim to size. And if the seals are just a bit dry, use silicone spray or rubber conditioner to bring them back to life. It's a small fix, but it makes a big difference in keeping your AC cold and your cabin quiet. Tip number 11. Apply high-quality window tint or UV film. This is one of the most underrated upgrades for cabin comfort. Window tint. If your car feels like an oven after sitting in the sun, that's not just the air getting hot. It's infrared and UV radiation literally cooking your interior. Even a perfectly working AC system struggles when sunlight is blasting through clear glass all day. A high-quality ceramic tint or UV blocking film. If you live somewhere with brutal summers, like Texas, Arizona, or South Africa, this is a total game changer. Your AC cools faster, stays colder, and your interior lasts longer. Pro tip: get a professional installation with a quality ceramic film. Cheap tint might look okay for a month, but it bubbles and peels fast. This upgrade isn't just about comfort. It's smart efficiency for your entire cooling system. Tip number 12. Check your fan belt. Last but definitely not least, the fan belt or serpentine belt. That belt drives your AC compressor, among other things. If it's loose, cracked, or worn, it can slip under load, meaning your compressor isn't spinning fast enough to do its job. The result? Weak cooling, noisy operation, and eventually, total AC failure. Take a flashlight and look at the belt. If you see cracks, glazing, or frayed edges, it's time for a replacement. It's cheap insurance, and replacing it can instantly restore lost performance. And while you're at it, make sure the tensioner is keeping proper tension. A weak tensioner can cause the same issues even with a brand new belt. Bringing it all together. So let's pull it all together. You don't need to spend hundreds of dollars or rip your dashboard apart to make your AC perform better. Most of these fixes are free or cost next to nothing, and they make an immediate, noticeable difference. When you keep your condenser and inlet clean. Let the hot air out before turning on the AC. Use the recirculation button the right way. Replace that clogged cabin air filter. Keep your refrigerant, coolant, and belts in good shape. Fix worn door seals so your cold air actually stays inside. And apply a high-quality window tint or UV film to block that brutal heat from getting in. You'll notice your AC starts blowing colder, faster, and stays consistent, even on those scorching 100-degree days. It's all about working smarter, not harder, giving your AC system the right conditions to do its job efficiently. Small steps, big results, and a much cooler drive every time you hit the road. If this helped you make your car's AC blow colder, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Got your own AC trick or maintenance hack? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. And if you want more straight-talking practical car advice that actually works in the real world, make sure you subscribe and watch our next video right here on Motor Minds. Because around here, it's not about hype, it's about keeping your car running like it should. Stay cool out there, and I'll see you in the next one.